And you know what I did? I bought another property,
And
which,
why did you do that?
well, because the numbers were making sense for me. At that time I was looking at I didn't even know the terms. I just looked like how much money I put in and how much money I was getting out. And I was happy. I was doing like a 12% cash on cash return. Okay. So I'm like, if I would have a machine to put the money in one side and get more money, and then this machine to just be better and better in like to increase in equity, I'm like, I would do that all the time.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Welcome back to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I'm Kristen and I'm here with Daniel Ilie, who is an investor and realtor out of Southwest Florida. So thank you so much for being here, Daniel.
No, thank you very much, Kristen, for having me. It's an exciting time, and I'm happy that I got your invitation.
Yes, I'm excited to dive into the Southwest Florida market and your market predictions in general. I know that you really love helping other people get into the real estate industry.
Absolutely. I mean, like a lot of people in our country, I believe that real estate is the path to wealth, a path to, becoming independent financially speaking, and have that, retirement, passive income that I think everybody should want it.
Absolutely. So how did you fall in love with this industry to begin with?
Oh, I'm kind of like a numbers guy. I love math from the beginnings. I have a bachelor degree in mechanical engineering. But moving fast forward on that idea came in. I was working as a server in a restaurant, and one of my coworkers came in, and he's like, "Hey, I just bought a property." This was in 2017, and I asked him more details about it. He said he bought it with 3% down, and I'm like, "Are you serious? You can do that in here?" So then I looked into it, Googled, and I saw an opportunity that I can own property. And then basically I moved in there, and I ended up actually renting that property just because some things happened in my life. But then I was making at that first property $185 profit. Okay, but listen. So this is the funny thing. I have a friend that he never bought the property because he's waiting for the market to crash. So I was new. 2017, didn't know anything about real estate, and I bought a property, and then ended up with this one to rent it, and that's when I saw this opportunity of rental income. So I was making $185 profit, and my friend, he comes in and he's like, "Listen, man, 2018 is coming. The market's gonna crash. It's cycle. Every 10 years this is happening." I'm like, "Oh my God, what I'm gonna do?" And you know what I did? I bought another property,
And
which,
why did you do that?
well, because the numbers were making sense for me. At that time I was looking at I didn't even know the terms. I just looked like how much money I put in and how much money I was getting out. and I was happy. I was doing like a 12% cash on cash return. Okay. So I'm like, if I would have a machine to put the money in one side and get more money, and then this machine to just be better and better in like to increase in equity, I'm like, I would do that all the time.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
So that's what made me buy my second property, which my second property, by the way, was with 10% interest rate. As the people say right now, oh my God, the interest rates are high. Listen, if you're an investor and you want to invest in real estate, you know, try to spend more time in the market besides, you know, time in the market. So I bought it with 10% interest because that person wanted quick closing. I went to this private investor that lended me the money. Of course, he made money, I made money, everybody was happy. You know, and moving a little bit more forward, then I had another conversation with another friend of mine, and he's after I got my real estate licensing, I told him what I did, and he's like, listen, I want to do what you're doing too. Can you help me? I was like, absolutely. I'm like, there's so many properties and opportunities on the markets. Like, I don't have all the money to buy them. So I started sharing that knowledge that I kept getting and getting and getting. And I've kind of created like a small group that are investors, you know, and every time they're ready, they're calling me like, hey, Daniel, let's find another property, which this happens, you know, this year, last year, every year. If you have the opportunity, I believe it's time to invest, you know, right now, basically, because the more time you spend in the market. For me, for example, like if I look back on my first property, the first property was making $185. It got to the point where I was making $1,700 a month.
Wow.
Just the same property.
Yeah.
I refinanced, you know, there was a bunch of things that you can do during you just have to see the opportunity. And the best way to see that opportunity is especially if you're not dived in all the time in you know, real estate, is to have an expert on your side, like let's say me, because I'm all the time in the real estate world and I see opportunities, and if I know somebody's ready to make that investment, I'm gonna keep an eye on the market for him. And at the end of the day, the thing is this: if the market, if the actual numbers make sense, that's a good investment, you know, because like let's say what's happening, like if a property that I bought, it's gonna depreciate, nothing, you know, you're still gonna have the tenant in there. I haven't had any issues in Southwest Florida acquiring a tenant, and I can tell you, it's all about adjusting with the market and going with the flow.
Definitely. And
Yeah.
I know that you're really excited about the Southwest Florida market right now. I would love for you to talk about that specific opportunity.
It's the best opportunity. We had a long stretch of 9 months where sellers, they just keep hearing on TV, oh my God, Southwest Florida, oh my God, the inventory is so high, oh my goodness, Cape Coral became from the best market to the worst market. You know, that's what they're hearing. And what does that do? The sellers, they become a little bit panicked, which they think about, what if I'm not gonna make it? And everybody that owns the property, they own the property for the past 3-4 years, they have gained equity that they don't want to lose. So right now, I've seen transactions that I negotiated for my buyers, which they had a great price on it. So I believe it's a good opportunity right now to look for that investment property where you know that you're looking at some interest rates lower next year, but you can negotiate yourself the best deal right now, until all the other buyers wake up and be like, oh, wait a second, interest rates went down. It's like, I'm going to buy a property. And there's about, I think, 5 million of these people just waiting to just jump in. Not on, naturally, I speak.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Yeah, I think you bring up a good point where there's no perfect market. It's either, high interest rates or there's a lot of competition. So we're at kind of a sweet spot right now, as you said, where things can actually really open up for people if they, if the numbers make sense. When you're looking at the numbers making sense, as you've said, what numbers do you even look at? How did you even know when you were starting out how to organize yourself?
So I got to the point where I have a very detailed spreadsheet where of course, this got developed throughout my career just because I start gaining more knowledge, and that's what I do even right now. I study and I learn a lot. But this spreadsheet, basically, I put the number, the purchase price, the money that I put in, and then we do a rental analysis of the area. We do a worst case scenario and a best case scenario. Okay, and based on those numbers, you will do really well. You have to keep in mind also the worst case scenario, which that's basically where we start from. If that sustains the property and the investment, that's a good investment. Because rentals, if you go throughout the whole history of United States of America, you'll see they just keep climbing and climbing and climbing. And I believe that's related to the inflation, which people, they just brought that into the attention the past 2 years. But inflation's been on the whole globe between 2 and 5% all the time.
Yeah. Absolutely. And you also have additional knowledge because you're a realtor as well. When did that journey start for you?
Well, that's the thing. The realtor started when at my third property, when basically I was trying to negotiate for myself. I thought I'm the best negotiator, and I was true. Because I did negotiate really good deals, and from that moment when I did get my real estate license, I start helping people around me, and I believe people recognized me as a valuable assets for them. That's why they keep coming back. And I always believe that being basically on top of your knowledge, on top of your service, and providing value to the clients, they will basically come back. And of course, if you think this, further down, you're looking at like the vehicle that will take that person into a better life. So I'm part of the biggest purchase probably they did in their entire life. I'm part of their memories if they're buying a single family home or like a primary residence, and I'm part of their lives. What's more rewarding than, for me, it's to do good in this world. It's something that I put out, it comes back to me, and that's why I want to put more good in the world for me to get more good too. It's a cycle. But that's how I started. I discovered that I'm a people's person after working in 10 years in hospitality. So I believe that by providing my knowledge and sharing this with everybody that wants to make that move towards becoming an investor, towards gaining that passive income, it's beneficial for myself and my soul as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's so gratifying on both ends to just help people. You help people in the investing world get started, and then you help people land their dream home and build some equity as well. With the investing side, I think a lot of people might look at you and be like, oh, I'm jealous of what he's built. Can you talk about maybe some times that weren't so pretty, like maybe a mistake that happened that you had to overcome and you learned from?
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
To be honest, I'm not sure exactly if I can have any so far. So, knock on wood, how they say.
Yeah.
So far, everything's been good. Even if the market has decreased a little bit as far as rentals, maybe the only thing that I can think right now as a mistake is that I didn't adapt my mindset. So working in the industry, so this is what happened. 2023 and 2024, I had a rental property rented for $2,750. Okay? So, man, what else can I do? That was the highest on the market that I had. After that, even as a real estate agent and as an investor, I knew that the market softened, and I looked around, and my opinion was to drop the price directly to 2,300, 2,400. But I didn't do it because, it's one of those things. You have to listen to your real estate agents, not do what they do. So I didn't listen to my real estate agent, which was me telling me myself that, hey, you need to drop that price. I'm like, no, I'm the landlord and I want to get close to that because that's how I was used to. Well, I discovered 3 months later that I had it vacant for 3 months and I managed to rent it for 2,200, which that opened up my eyes better, and I'm like, wow, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? Because I could have just rented 3 months ago with 2,400 if I would have just decreased the price right away, and then looking much back further down, like 3 years ago, I was renting for 1,850 and then it jumped to 2,750. Of course that was not normal.
Yeah.
So now looking back from 1,850, erased to 2,200, which that's something more normal. And I think from this moment, it's going to be that trend going up. Normally, whatever it's aligned, I believe, with the inflation, because always inflation was a huge factor in investing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that that's a good point. I think there's a lot of bargaining involved as you're building a portfolio, and especially renting to tenants, where you have to consider a lot of different factors rather than just what's going to make you the most money. So I think that that's kind of a very challenging part of it, where you have to have like a give and take and kind of compromise on some stuff as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us about, where you're at today and, the future of your investing business, where you're looking to take it.
Right now, I'm in Naples, Florida. Just kidding. I'm not good at jokes, but I'm good at real estate investing so far. So right now, I'm, let's say, in a quarter in my objective. My objective is to retire rather early. I would like to, if not semi-retire by 47, which that gives me about 8 years left. So I believe it's enough time to get me to that point where I'm going to be happily retired or semi-retired. So right now I'm in a quarter in that objective. I got 8 more years to go. So let's go.
Amazing. And, you've given some good advice on different opportunities in the market and just the market in general and how to approach it. What is some advice that you wish you learned a little earlier in your career that you could share with everybody?
I would have invested, as soon as I could. If I could have, but that's the thing. Investing in real estate, it's not for everybody. It's not like you're looking there on the other side and say, oh, that's the guy doing it, I'm going to do it too. You can do it. It's simple to do it. But in the same time, you have to be open to others, people's suggestions. I'm on all the time, not sure if you're familiar with the Bigger Pockets, which is a great resource for investors. So I can learn from other investors as well. And also, that's a main thing. If you're not coachable, and maybe coachable is a little bit too rough, but if you don't listen, you don't try to basically take the advice, make from the others people mistakes, you might fail. It's like, but uh, that's not the objective. There's always that risk. So basically, number one is if you can invest, as the sooner the better.
Yeah.
And what I meant that this is not for everybody, just because some other family dynamics, they're different. So first of all, before you even get into investment, just if you want, you can talk to me, see if this is the right thing for you, and I can be open and making suggestion and moving that.
Yeah, amazing. So thank you so much for giving people that advice and being available. So tell people where exactly they can find you.
So I'm do business from Cape Coral to Marco Island. I'm a people's person, let's say like that. So I have chosen my niche to be people, so I can make them grow with me. I'm in Naples, Florida. My physical address is in North Naples, and my phone number is 239-249-0063. I am very responsive, and text I prefer. So if you ever have any questions or any questions related of investing, of course, or you're in a transaction, you don't know what to do, give me a call. I can give you my 2 cents, and hopefully that brings value into your life.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Daniel. I really appreciate all the insight you've been able to share today.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for inviting me again.
Yes, and everybody, please check out Daniel. Take advantage of that. You have the number. And thank you so much for listening.
I also have an Instagram. Sorry.
Yes, yeah, give the Instagram.
I know that's something that I forgot to mention. I should do it right away. It's real REAL_Naples. And you can find me on Instagram. I give a lot of good value in there, so follow me, I guess.
Amazing.
Thank you once more.
Yes, everybody follow Daniel, and thank you so much for listening. Hope you learned a lot, and we will see you back next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.